Yearning for something and enjoying the desire for something are not that far apart. They are not that far apart. It's just a matter of giving your desire full permission, admitting to it fully, and then allowing it to feel good. I feel like it starts there with not denying the desire, not denying that you feel it, with admitting to it. If you're feeling yearning, if you're feeling longing for something, then embrace that as what is. See that that is pointing to your desire clearly. It's present. Your desire is present. And actually, that's true too. The thing that you're yearning for is present. Absolutely, in that moment. It only hurts because in the moment that you're feeling its presence, you're not looking at it directly. You're not feeling that it's there. And that's okay. That's okay. Because all that ever does is push you, is drive you, is make you want to feel it, to see that it is there. So, again, you can't get it wrong. But if you notice you're yearning for something, you're longing for something, if there's something that feels like it hurts because in your perception you don't have it, but you want it, then start with, this is my idea and suggestion and what I practice a lot of the time. Start with accepting that as what is. You have a strong desire that you are feeling in this moment. Surrender to this moment. Surrender to the feeling of wanting something. It really only hurts because it's being resisted and not lined up with. If what you really want is a house, and you look around and you see the house isn't here, and that's what you're feeling. And so it hurts because there's this longing in you for this house, for this dream to be real and tangible and experienced by you. Well, start there. Start with acknowledging that in this moment, what's happening? What's happening right now? Right now, I want house. Right now, I'm feeling this intense desire. It's undeniable. I'm going to let this fill my moment. What is happening? A yearning for this experience. And feel it all the way. Invite it in. Admit to your desire. Admit to it. I really want this. I really, really want this. A lot. It feels good to admit to it. In the first place, that's a release of tension. To own your desire. To accept that it exists. No longer denying it, no longer hiding it, repressing it. Make it fully conscious. Feel it on purpose. Invite it in. And then I feel like there's a few options from here depending on where you're ready to move emotionally. You can't get it wrong. Again, it's just about, we're finding the path of least resistance, right? We're following the path of least resistance into the desire. How can we get into the enjoyment of the desire? Maybe it's just the allowance of it in this moment. The allowance that it exists, that this desire is strong within me. And what a good thing it is to know this with clarity. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate knowing with clarity that my longing for this thing in my example, this house shows me how much I want it. That has illustrated and clarified my desire. That's great. Now I get to want something. I get to enjoy wanting something. And I can feel a little bit into how delicious it is to want. But if I can't get all the way there, then I can't get all the way there right now. That's okay. That's okay. Let's keep turning it over a little bit. Let's introduce some further awareness. I know I'm feeling this desire, but I'm also hearing all these questions about it in my mind of how and where and when. And those thoughts are kind of just standing in the way of the desire itself and my appreciation of it. When I think those thoughts, let me pay attention to what it feels like. Let me feel my way through this entire internal landscape here that I'm navigating. When I think those thoughts of how and where and when, I feel tension. I feel anxiety. I feel resistance. I feel a little icky. It doesn't feel so good to think those thoughts. So now I remember I don't have to think thoughts that don't feel good. That's a choice that I have. That's a power that I have. In fact, those thoughts don't feel good because I don't need to think them. Because they have no correlation to the truth. Because, in fact, that is the evidence. The poor feeling sensation that I receive when I think those thoughts is my evidence from the universe, from myself, saying none of that is relevant. None of that is true. None of that has anything to do with this. The how, the where, and the when are not your job. They're not your job. And they're not your business. Your business is to know it happens. And soon. Soon. It's growing. It's growing. Trust that. Know that it's growing. It happens in the best possible way, in the way that you want, and the way that works. That's how. When and where, again, the best possible way, which is not far away. By the time that you receive a desire for something at all, that thing is close. That thing is close to you. Especially if there's any level of specificity, any level of detail emotionally. Because what we want is the emotional detail, not the physical detail. We want to receive the dream. Sometimes we receive specific images as a part of the dream, but we're receiving those too as a part of how does that make us feel? What emotion does that evoke? Does that inspire? Does that arise or rise up within us? You know, if you're dreaming about the house and you're trying to create it in your imagination of this is what I want it to look like, that's very different from this is what I want it to feel like. This is what I want my new house to feel like. Let me go into that space. Because why do I want it in the first place? Because of the way that it feels. Because of the way that it feels. That's why. That's why we want anything. So let me feel into the way that it feels. How does this new house feel? And let me give myself permission to dream. To dream. This is my desire. Let me give it permission to exist and to expand, to spread out inside of me. Uncontradicted. We're not thinking right now. We're not thinking about the how. We are dreaming. What is my dream for the way that this house feels? So I'm not starting with the visualization. I'm not starting with any sort of physical details. I'm starting with the emotional foundation. That's how I'm building this house, or this job, or this relationship, or this financial windfall, or this experience, whatever it is. Whatever it is. How does it feel to me? Let me get into that feeling. So how does it feel? Oh, peaceful. I mean, I feel nature. I feel sunshine on my face. And I smell some kind of bread. Some kind of fresh baked thing. And I see a flash of fresh squeezed orange juice. That's been a part of this. That's been a part of the stream because I'm realizing actually right now that I've been dreaming of this for quite some time before other things had aligned for it. What else? I tasted a cinnamon roll because I love cinnamon rolls, and I would definitely, I'm baking those. And everyone's excited. And I just happened to see some dishware and a rustic table. I've been seeing a lot of this kind of weathered paint. A lot of it kind of blue, gray, green in terms of palette. Muted colors. But yeah, that kind of weathered silver blue green tone. Soft colors, soft light streaming through the window. Just that feeling of so good. Oh, so good. I'm standing there with a cup of tea now, and I see a nice deep sink, a dark steel, kind of, not like dark, but just a darker gray, not a bright silver. Again, just kind of that slightly weathered, slightly worn. Everything's got a nice patina, you know. Everything, including the light, everything is patinaed in this soft. It feels like being inside of an old photograph, but I'm alive, you know, it's alive, it's real. Kind of a vintage feeling. And I see a record player. I'm just naming things as they pop up. I'm not putting these things there. They're just sort of appearing. And once something appears, I don't try to look for something else. I'm feeling and hearing and smelling and tasting that cinnamon roll. A little bit of bacon, because I gotta have it with some bacon. I mean, come on. And it might be Christmas, actually. I mean, right now it's Christmas, so maybe that's just bleeding over, or maybe that's something, I don't know. But I'm enjoying seeing there's a tree in the living room. So now I'm in the living room. Oh, we have some fabulous furniture. It's all so just full of antiques. Just full of loved furniture, of simple, classy, elegant, I just saw a kind of swoopy, couchy thing. Mostly just that. It looks like there's a fireplace. Now I'm hearing logs crackling. So again, I'm not just sort of dreaming. There's a big, beautiful window. There's light streaming in. So I want more of the feeling. I want to feel more into this. There's a feel. Okay, immediately there's the feeling of, oh my God, I can't believe this is real. This is real. This is my house. This is my home. This is my family. This is where I live with my family. Because that's a part of this. And that's been part for me of this dream, actually, again, for some time. Now I'm in a different part of the year, sort of. And I'm smelling fire outside, like a fire pit. Oh, and there's little nervousness. There's nervousness. There's nervous excitement. I feel that a lot here. I feel this nervous excitement. There's this continuous feeling of being in a wonderland, of just, where am I? How I am living inside of this dream. And I'm chopping firewood. So again, I want more of the emotion. Earth. I'm smelling the earth. Oh, and trees and insects. It's so alive. It's so wondrous. It's looking around and seeing that everything is a miracle. Everything is miraculous. I make friends with all of the insects. All of the insects there. So many bug buddies. So many beautiful trees. There's one in particular. There's always one that calls to me. It's the one that I make offerings to. It shares with all the trees. Oh, I opened my eyes and it was 1818. So that's fun. And just smiling, just beaming, just, oh my God, this is beautiful. And this is our home, and this is our land. It's our land. There's love in the land. I can feel that. We're working together. The land is every bit as active and awake and a part of the family and a part of every celebration, everything that's happening here. And I'm loving the land. And the land is loving me, loving us. And right now in this moment, I'm realizing, right? I'm introducing some other awareness. I'm realizing how good this feels to daydream this, how good it feels to dream this, to be in this dream, to give myself this permission to just enjoy it, to let it unfold inside of me. And I don't need to force it. I take it as far as it feels good. As far as it feels good. And I can just stand there and bask in it. And I'm there right now. Saying, look at what we did. Look at what we did. We did this. We created this. How fucking cool are we? How fucking mighty. How powerful, how worthy and deserving, how infinitely abundant. We're tapping into this more and more. I'm excited about creation and manifestation because of how good it feels. And it feels good. It feels so good. It feels all the way good. The process of creation, the act of it, the energy of it is sexual energy. Sexual energy is creative energy. It's the same. They cannot be separated. They are the same thing. And so whatever you are creating, whether it is love or a life or a painting or a house or a job, whatever it is that you're creating, it's attractive. It's attractive. It turns you on. Recognize that. Get into that space too. It feels good all the way through your body. It feels good from head to toe. That's desire. That's what desire is. Desire is a part of every creative process. Even if you're making a sandwich and you're really excited about that sandwich and you're getting into it, let yourself get into it. Be creative with it. Appreciate every part of this, and you'll feel the activation in the sacral and the root chakra. You'll feel it in every part of your body. That's what it's meant to feel like. That's what creation feels like. It's arousing. It's delightful. In every way. It's delicious. It just, it feels good. I'm just leaving it right there now. I'm satisfied with that. Satisfied too, knowing that I can return to this dream at any time and just bask in it. And now I'm knowing, I'm introducing into my awareness that this dream is received. This is an image, this is a vision of what already exists, what actually exists. Because I could not and would not receive the dream of something that wasn't real. 2323. I keep happening to glance up when the numbers are matched. And that's satisfying too. You could not desire something that didn't exist. That means it's there. It's in the universe. The universe cannot install within you this sensation, this wanting, for something that it doesn't have to give you. It puts that desire there because it has this thing to give you. And because, in fact, you're already in it. You are already there. You have already received it. In fact, your creation is already done at that point. The bulk of it. Now the details are filling in, but all of the groundwork, the vast majority of that creation is done. It's like that baby has not only been conceived, it's been growing, and it's got most of the detail. Most of the baby is there. Now it's just things like fingernails, maybe fingers and toes. Maybe we're at that point. Eyes developing and eyelashes and all of that stuff. But the fetus is formed. It's all there. And now the detail just gets to fill in. So yeah, now we're introducing these new beliefs of my desire exists because it is the evidence of the fulfillment of it. That's what feeling desire means. When you feel a desire, that is your soul saying to you, hey, look what we created. Hey, look what we got. Look what you got coming to you because we got it now. We're giving you a call. This is your collect call, direct from what you think is the future. It's actually right now in higher vibrational reality, the reality that is beyond time. It's actually right now, so we're just calling to let you know, here's what you got right now. You can look forward to that being a part of your now at a very soon portion of the now moment. So, just letting you know. That's what your desire is. It's your soul just letting you know, giving you a heads up. Here's what you get. Here's what you got. Here's what's yours, what we're enjoying. And you get to go, oh, cool. I get that. I get that. Oh my God, I get that. And now I'm celebrating in this moment. And I could feel the thoughts not all the way aligned with it, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to rip out the limiting beliefs. I'm just flowing around them as much as possible, as much as I can in this moment. I'm just practicing that, letting them be in the background. Here's another thought. My self-limiting thoughts don't stop me from receiving this. I can put that one in there. I can throw some other thoughts in the mix. Let's throw some other thoughts in the mix. I'm so radically worthy that even if I don't believe in my worthiness, it doesn't stop me from being worthy, and it doesn't stop me from receiving all the things I'm worthy of. There's another thought. Just tossing that in there. How's this thought feel? I get it. How does it feel? How do these thoughts feel? Examine them in that way. How does the thought feel of, I receive this. I absolutely receive this. Fucking amazing. I am so grateful. I am, thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. That's what that feels like. It's okay if some of the thoughts are, I can't believe this. This is so good. I want to say it's too good to be true, and now in saying that, I'm realizing that that is a self-limiting thought. That thought is not true. That thought, it's too good to be true. That's not a true thought. It's too good not to be true. It's too good not to be true. The second you feel something that's, ooh, too good, the universe goes, oh my God, we gotta have that. Oh my God, put that there. We gotta have that. That's too good not to be true. We gotta do that. That's how it works. That's how it works. The universe sees something that you think is just too good and goes, oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. We're definitely doing that. That's too good to pass up. We're not passing that up. It's so good. That's why we want it. That's why we make it so. There is no too good to be true. Fucking bullshit is that. Fucking bullshit. Oh my God. The fact that it feels too good makes it true. It's too good not to be. That's how the universe works. It feels your desire when you shiver with delight at something and says, yes, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Oh my God, yes. Boom. There it is. There it is. Now give us more. What else makes you shiver? What else makes you curl your toes and just squeal with giddiness? That's what we want. That's what you're intended to follow, is that feeling. And know that because you want it, it's yours. All you do is want it. Do you like it? It's yours. It's yours. That's all it takes. You get it just because. You get it because you want it. That's it. And in fact, your wanting in this physical form is evidence of your getting. You wouldn't want it if you didn't get it. They're the same thing. There is no separate step there. They are simultaneous. Your asking and receiving are simultaneous. The second you want it, it's yours. And you get to know that and delight in it and see, oh my God, look at this thing that's mine. This thing that's mine. And it's mine. It is all mine because I created it with my asking. It is made from me. It's made for me. It's mine. Made from me, made for me, made by me. Nothing, nobody else involved in this. It is me. Mine, mine, mine. And everybody else has the same access to the same infinite, unlimited resources that are theirs. So, I'm not stopping anybody. I'm not preventing anybody from anything. In fact, I'm demonstrating what's possible. Now you get to go on. Now you see something that I have that is mine, that's my creation, and you go, ooh, I like that. Guess what? You just created yours. You just created yours. In that moment, you see something that somebody else has got and you like it, you just made yours. You called your version in. And guess what? It's going to be even better than theirs because it's made for you. Because it's got all your details as a part of it. All the things that surprise and delight you specifically, exclusively. The things that they look at and go, oh, cool. That's cool. And maybe there's a couple of details there. They go, ooh, I really like that. And then those get added to theirs. But it's all the one that's for you. Your perfect ratio of things. You like a little more salt and a little less sugar? That's what you get. One single grain more, if that's the subtlety of preference, because that's what we're working with here. More and more detail, we're delivering this to the universe, and I'm serious about that. It's time to stop being ashamed of desire. However specific and minute it becomes, it's supposed to keep unfolding in more and more detail. If you're dreaming of the red sports car, and you get the red sports car and you're loving the red sports car, and then suddenly, you're just adding more and more detail to it, and you're realizing, gosh, I love these knobs. I love the color of this metal on these knobs. And I love that there are 3 of them. I'd really like one more. I feel like I'd really like one. I'd like more of this. I love this so much, and I'd like more of it. And then the next version, you get more of that. There's more details. More of that silver is used around the car, whatever it is. 33, I swear. I mean, of course they keep coming back, but you get to do that. You get to have the continuously improved version. It gets to just get better. It really does. We just got to give ourselves permission to dream. This is the job. This is what we're paid to do. This is what we're here to do. And I mean that in all kinds of ways. We are taken care of. This is what we naturally do. Of course, there's no requirement to dream. We dream because it feels good. And we're here to feel good. And this is the process of creation, which is making more stuff that feels more gooder. You see? It's all here to feel good and to fuel good feeling. That's why we create, because we want to, because of the way that it feels. So we're here to create because we want to feel more good feeling. That's it. That is it. That's the whole of existence. That's why we're here. That's why anything exists. And that's all we ever got to do, and we only do it because we want to. We're here to dream. We are here to dream and receive the dream and bask and delight in it and enjoy the whole process. The desiring, the reception, the experience, the birth of new desire. And it's just intended to be that over and over and over, again and again, in every detail of everything, up to and including wandering through a field and wanting to see flowers, delighting in this, and then the thought, I'd love to see a purple flower. And then you see a purple flower because you just created that. Purple flower. I would love to see a purple flower. I'm going to put that in there. I'm putting that in there right now. That's a real desire that's in there right now. I'll keep you posted. It's cold. It's wintertime. Seeing a purple flower right now, I don't know where that happens, but I know it happens because I know I have a desire to see a purple flower in this moment because I want to play with the universe. I want to play this game of, hey, let me put this into my desire and receive it. Show it to me. I want to see it. Show me purple flower. So I will be looking now. I'll just be keeping an eye out for purple flower because I know I see one. Because I know that's there. Because I wouldn't have been inspired to say that and to feel that if that weren't already in there. If that weren't my soul already saying, hey, this happens and this is cool. I'm actually getting out of bed now, but I guess I'm going to stop this and... Yeah, you're hungry, huh? There's just inspiration for this whole ramble, because I'm feeling myself into this place. I am practicing dreaming. I'm practicing desiring. Giving it permission. Walking myself, feeling myself from the place of, the longing, into the place of enjoying the presence of desire. It's a direct pathway. The absence of your perceived absence of your desire is actually the presence of it. There's a way to feel ourselves into that, to align our perspective with that. And it's just a matter of practice, and we get better and better at it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Let's fucking dream. Give yourself permission to dream today and to enjoy the dreaming. Enjoy the way that it feels. That's what it's about. It's about feeling. It's about feeling good. You have the ability, the capacity, and the permission to feel good. Give yourself that permission. You don't need anybody else's permission for that. You're deserving of that right now. Have a beautiful dream-filled day.